In March on Roanoke County Today, we visit at the Community Strategic Plan Forum meetings, plus remind viewers about Roco Alert. This and more coming up.
A pet is a friend. They are playful, loyal, and every pet wants and deserves a forever home. Did you know the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection has many pets that are available for adoption? Our adoptable pets are listed online with pictures and descriptions, or you can visit us at 1510 Baldwin Avenue, Monday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more info about providing a pet a forever home, contact Roxy Brown at the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection. Remember, there's no place like a forever home, so adopt today.
The South County Library is now a designated passport acceptance facility. Passport applications are taken by appointment during these hours only, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Monday and Tuesday evenings, 6 to 8 p.m. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call the South County Library at 540-777-8782. Details are also located on the County Library website, roanokecountyva.gov/passports.
Welcome back to the show. Over the last several months, Roanoke County staff and Board of Supervisors members have been working with the community to develop a strategic plan which will guide the direction of the county over the next several years. And joining me today is Dan O'Donnell, Assistant County Administrator. And Dan has been specifically working on this project and is going to give us an update of where we are. So first tell us, what is the Community Strategic Plan?
Well, Community Strategic Plan is really a process to develop a plan that will provide the vision for where we want the county to go in the next several years. And we're considering things like economic development, quality of life issues, public safety, transportation, and just a variety of strategic areas that we want to develop goals and objectives for. So it's a process. But it's also going to produce a document that will eventually be adopted by the board sometime in the summer. But it started back in last fall when the board had a retreat and talked about the concept of a community strategic plan, and they agreed to move forward. The first thing we did was to provide some background information and just data on what the people think the strategic issues are and how the county's performing. As we had Roanoke College Institute of Policy and Opinion Research produce this right here, this telephone survey, and so that provided a lot of background information on what the citizens thought was important, things like education, things I talked about, quality of life, transportation, economic development. It also rated kind of the quality and importance of the county's services. So that provided a lot of the background information. So we did that as really a first step. That is available on our website, as is a lot of information regarding the Community Strategic Plan. The next thing was that the board met in a retreat in late January and actually developed the vision statement, which is the guiding principles for the Community Strategic Plan. And the vision statement they adopted is that Roanoke County is a vibrant, innovative, and scenic community that values our citizens' heritage and quality of life. So they've kind of painted that picture of innovation and heritage, looking both directions forward and making sure we understand our history, and quality of life is important. So that they then used that vision statement to develop the focus groups that are part of the process to get citizen input. And what the focus groups they have developed are economic development, quality of life, transportation, education. I know I'm going to forget one.
Community.
Let's see.
Health and well-being.
Community health and well-being. So there's six different focus groups, and we are now holding focus group meetings throughout the county to get citizens' input on what they think the strategic issues are, and we'll be developing goals and objectives to go into the plan. And basically that's kind of where we are with the process right now.
So we're having a series of focus group meetings, and so where and when are the next meetings
Well,
occurring?
we've got 6 different focus groups, and 4 of them meet on Mondays. That will be March 14th is the next Monday meetings, and then we have 2 that meet on Thursdays, and that'll be March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. I'm Irish, so that's a good day for me. We have a lot of citizens coming. We just finished the first round of the focus group meetings, and we had over 200 people participate, which was fantastic.
Absolutely.
We invited people from the community and our surrounding partners as well, and they provided a lot of input. So the next meetings are coming up real quick.
And I think we should make note that while a lot of people did sign up online to participate, it is still open to the public. All of the
Absolutely.
meetings.
We would like anyone who's interested in providing their input and how they want the county to grow and what direction we should be going in over the next 5 years to come to those meetings. It's wide open to the public. You don't have to register in advance. You just have to show up. And as I said, all of that information is up on our website. There's a community strategic plan button on the front page of the county website. If you go there, you'll see all kinds of information.
Okay. And talk about what goes on during the meetings. What
Okay.
types of activities are you doing?
Well, what we do is the first round, as I said, was to establish kind of broad topic areas, strategic topic areas. So we had presentations from staff and, of course, the board members, our hosts, different board members host different focus groups. So they do a presentation on what we already do in these focus areas. For quality of life, for example, we talked about libraries and parks and rec and greenways and those kinds of things. And then what we do is break up into small breakout groups, and with the flip charts, and staff facilitates these discussions and just kind of brainstorm with the small groups what they would like to see in those areas. And then once the small groups brainstorm what they think the broad topics we should be working in are done, then they report out to the whole group, and they keep a master list. And then we did the 3 red dot exercise where all the participants get to rate what they think the most important topic areas are, and then we have a discussion at the end of that meeting to confirm that these are the areas we should be working on. So that's the first meeting. We'll do the same process for the next meeting, but we'll get more narrow, and what we'll do is establish goals for each of those topic areas. And then in subsequent meetings, we'll go to even a more detailed level, which we will develop specific objectives for. So basically, it's what do we want to do, how do we want to do it, and then how do we measure how we do it. That's kind of the process, and what we'll go into the plan that will go forward to the board.
Those are the next steps
Right.
that we have ahead of us.
Absolutely.
Okay. So it sounds like there's a lot of opportunity for the public to give input, and every idea will be considered.
Absolutely. We are actually tracking, and we'll have an appendix in the report that will have every idea that's put up on those flip charts. So whether it's highly ranked or not, it'll still show up as something that was considered by the groups. There is a lot more process after the focus groups. We will draft the plan, and then there will be a couple of public meetings where anybody can come to these public meetings, and we'll present the plan to the public, the draft plan, get further feedback, incorporate that into the document. Then we will have a 30-day open comment period, so it'll be posted on our website. Then it goes to the Board of Supervisors in a work session. They'll have a public hearing once they're satisfied with the content of it, and then it'll be voted on by the board. So there's a lot of process between now and the middle of July is when we're hoping to get it finalized. So.
Okay. Well, there's still a lot of work to be done, but it's so far has been very positive, and
Absolutely.
the public has been very participatory in
I'd
the
really
focus
like
groups.
to just say thanks to the people that have participated so far. Like I said, we've had over 200 people come to the first round of meetings. We'd like to see even more, and even different people. It'd be nice if people could go to all 4 meetings and follow the process through, but people have busy schedules.
Sure.
So it's good to have more people come if we can. We also had the phone survey had 600 people surveyed, so now we're up to about 800 people have given input so far. We'd like to make it well over 1,000 before we're done.
Sure.
So.
Excellent. And you did mention everything is on the website,
Absolutely.
RoanokeCountyVA.gov, and it's /CSP for Community Strategic Plan.
Right.
And I believe everything is listed there, the dates, times,
Right.
locations for the different focus groups.
As well as meeting notes from the meetings that have already occurred.
Okay.
And we've got PowerPoint presentations if people want to catch up to come to meetings. The PowerPoint presentations that were given at all of those first round meetings are all up there, so it's easy to kind of catch up if you'd like to. And anybody can contact me if they want to talk, specifically about any aspects of the process or the plan.
Good. Dan, thank you for the update on this, and we certainly hope more of our viewers will come out and participate in the future focus group, so thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
Do you have a neighborhood concern in Roanoke County? You can now report zoning violations online by using the Neighborhood Concern Submission Form. Simply select a zoning code and add any details about your concern. Provide your name and contact info and choose to opt in so we can provide you with follow-up reports. Enter an address for your concern or select the location from the map and click Submit Entry. You will receive a case number that lets you track the status of your concern at any time. Submit your neighborhood concerns at RoanokeCountyVA.gov/zoning app. Have you ever had an emergency? Immediately, you call 911, and for that instant, all you can do is put your life in the hands of the men and women who come to save the day. As an EMT, you step into that world and make a huge impact in the lives of people who need help. As an EMT, you could be the one person who could change a life forever. This is the mission of the Vinton First Aid Crew. The Vinton First Aid Crew is looking for volunteers who would like to help with their community. Some of the benefits of becoming a volunteer include training opportunities, working in an amazing building with up-to-date technology, having a flexible schedule, become part of the active competition team, volunteer incentives for future jobs, and more. For more information on becoming a volunteer with the Vinton First Aid Crew, call 540-983-0641, send an email to volunteer@vintonems.com, or you can visit their website at vintonems.com.
Welcome back to Roanoke County Today. My name is Brian Klingenpeel, and I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator for Roanoke County Fire and Rescue. And I want to tell you something today about Ready Roanoke Valley. Ready Roanoke Valley is a joint campaign with Roanoke City, Roanoke County, City of Salem, Town of Vinton, Botetourt County, and Craig County. And the purpose of this group is aimed at increasing citizen awareness on the steps that individuals and businesses can take to be self-resilient prior to, or even after a disaster. And one of the messages that we would like to get out to the public is the importance of having a preparedness plan for your business, something that we often overlook. We talk a lot about individuals and families being prepared for disasters, but we often forget about those businesses. So what would you do if you had a fire at your business? What would it take to get you back to business as normal? So it's important to invest in a business preparedness program. Here are some good reasons. It's estimated that up to 40% of businesses affected by a natural or a man-made disaster never reopen. Customers expect delivery of product and services on time, and if there's a significant delay, those customers might go to a competitor. Insurance is only a partial solution. It doesn't cover all losses, and it's certainly not going to replace customers. An ad cancel survey reported that nearly 2/3 of respondents say they don't have an emergency plan for their business. And now I can hear some folks saying, yes, but I own a small business. Why do we need a preparedness plan? Well, the Small Business Administration tells us that small businesses represent 99% of all employer firms, and they employ about half of all private sector employees and have generated 65% of the new jobs over the past 17 years. So it's very important to our economy and to society for small businesses to have a preparedness plan to be ready for a disaster as well. How much should you invest in a preparedness program? Well, that depends on many factors. There are some regulations that establish minimum requirements, and beyond these minimums, each business needs to determine how much risk it can tolerate. Many risks can't be insured, so a preparedness program may be the only means of managing those risks. Some risk can be reduced by investing in loss prevention programs, protection systems, or equipment. An understanding of the likelihood and the severity of risk and the cost to reduce risk is needed to make those decisions for your business. Now, let's say I want to do a preparedness plan. What does my preparedness plan need to cover? Well, certainly you want to look at protecting the safety of your employees, visitors, contractors, and others who may be at risk from hazards at your facility. You need to plan for people with disabilities and functional needs. You need to maintain customer service by minimizing disruptions of business operations. You need to protect your facilities, your physical assets, and even your electronic information. You need to prevent environmental contamination and protect the organization's brand, image, and reputation. Those are some things that would be very hard to recover after a disaster. So what can you do right now to learn more about a preparedness plan for your business? Here are 3 easy things. First, visit ready.gov/business, where you will find all kinds of information on implementing a business plan. You'll find some sample policies and procedures. You'll find testing and exercises, or even tips on improving your current plan. You can also attend a free seminar right here in Roanoke that provides an opportunity to better understand the tools that will allow your business to continue to operate during or after a disaster. That may be a disaster that affects the whole community, or it may be a disaster that only affects your facility. But either way, that would be very important. That seminar will provide expert accounts of how disasters and emergencies have impacted businesses throughout our region, best practices for conducting business impact analysis, and much, much more. The seminar happens on April the 13th from 8:30 to 4:30, and it's at the Sheraton right here in Roanoke. A light lunch will be provided. You can register by going to eventbrite.com and searching business, or you can look up the Facebook page for Ready Roanoke Valley, facebook.com/Ready Roanoke Valley, and find more information about that seminar there as well. As always, you can contact me at 540-777-8718, or you can go to our website at www.roanokecountyva.gov/fire rescue, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Roanoke County Today will be right back.
Roanoke County has launched a new generation of public geographic information system, GIS, applications that allow greater and easier access to the county's mapping, tax parcel, zoning, and government and services data. The new application can be found in the new Maps and Apps gallery through the county's GIS page. A separate desktop computer application leverages new technology to provide citizens with three-dimensional imagery of the county. Efficient delivery of technology services is a core mission for Roanoke County's GIS Services Group. To check out the new technology, visit roanokecountyva.gov/GIS.
Have you ever wanted to make a difference in the life of an animal but didn't know how? The Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection is looking for volunteers to assist with the daily care of their animals. Volunteer opportunities include cat socialization, dog walking, front desk or kennel assistant, off-site adoption events, rescue networking, or shelter photography. As a volunteer, your time and talents will make a difference in the life of an animal. For more information on how to become a volunteer, call or email the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection.
We are so excited about this year's season for opening of Explore Park. We'll actually open the Visitor Center and the gift shop on April 16th. And it's just going to be a fabulous spring and incredible fall out at Explore Park. We've got many new programs going on at the park this year. We have 7 full camps running this year. We've got several new camps going on. We have a paddling camp, an outdoor archery, and a mountain biking camp, all brand new this season, and this is for rising 2nd through 8th graders. We have all kinds of activities. We'll have a hike for hospice in September. We have a bootlegger 5K already scheduled in April. That's going to be an incredible race, an evening race, and you can imagine with a bootlegger as its title, what they're going to have to party with at the end of that race. It's going to be amazing. We're also going to continue our 2nd season with our Artisan Saturdays. Those will be the 2nd Saturdays in June, August, and October, where some of the craftsmen and artisans who are displaying and selling their work in the gift shop will be there to demonstrate their work to everyone that comes out. We'll, of course, also have some food and music and drinks for folks and children's activities, all kinds of things going on our Artisan Saturdays. And, of course, it's a free event, and it's a very, very popular activity. Then in addition to that, don't forget just the natural beauty. I mean, there's hundreds of acres at Explore Park. We have 14 miles of hiking and biking trails. We have 2 miles of riverfront. We also have, Routroff Point, where you can bring kayaks and canoes down and just enjoy the beautiful scenery. And if you just want to come out, enjoy the sunshine, bring a picnic, bring the family, and spend the day exploring, you're certainly welcome to do that as well. At this year, we've got several of them in what I call the hopper. We're going to have, IMBA's going to come out this year with a race. The mountain biking community is coming out in full force. Then we're also working on a few other surprises that will develop further in the season that we'll be able to talk about more once we have some other things under contract. Weddings have been such a tremendous success. We've got 15 weddings booked at Explore Park for this season. We have plenty of room for other weddings, and it's wonderful. You can do it outside. You can rent the Arthur Taubman Center. We have a beautiful old church that was moved to the park from Botetourt County, built in the late 1800s. All of them have been renovated. They are heated and air conditioned. I mean, and it's just, you can bring out your own caterer. We don't do any of that. So the wedding party gets to do exactly what they want to and build their own dream. Most of the information for the camps can be found on our website in full detail. And that I would suggest going to the Roanoke County website for www.roanokecountyparks.com for full details. But there's 7 full camps, all dealing with the outdoors. There's a paddling camp. There's an outdoor archery camp. New this year is mountain biking, and a variety of others just dealing with exploration and nature programs, but just a full array of camp programs at the park this year. And the Visitor Center this year is open 7 days a week. week from 9 to 5. So very accessible. Last year we had about 18,000 visitors come down the parkway to come in for information, to go through our gift shop. We've added some additional artisans this year to the gift shop. It's a very eclectic mix. Some beautiful, beautiful pottery, some lovely jewelry, and all kinds of new things are coming in all the time at the park. The website to get your most information would be www.roanokecountyparks.com. They certainly can also call the office at 387-6078, extension 0.
Visit the Town of Vinton's website at vintonva.gov and find out, how do I? The How Do I link will lead you to find information on how do I apply for a job, read meeting agendas and minutes, obtain a dog or cat license, and even search the Vinton website for information. That's the Town of Vinton website, www.vintonva.gov, to find out, how do I?
Welcome back to Roanoke County today, and with spring approaching, it's always great to be notified in case of severe weather or other emergencies. And today I'm in Roanoke County's Emergency Communications Center, and with me I have Craig Sheets. And Craig, our system is called Roco Alert.
It is.
Really quick, can you tell people real briefly what Roco Alert is?
Roco Alerts is a system to where we can either manually send emergency messages to our citizens, or through the feed from the National Weather Service, they can receive thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings, flash flood warnings, and different things like that, as well as Amber Alerts and different type of notifications that would come out automatically. They have the options to sign up and receive those through alternative means that wouldn't normally come out through the emergency broadcasting system.
Very handy indeed. Now,
yes, it is.
Now, Roco Alert are when an alert is sent out, it is sent to the landline phones in the valley or in the county. Is that correct?
Correct. It is. We have the capability of sending them to the landline phones. In an emergency, we get the information from the telephone companies about all the landlines that are in Roanoke County. We have that already built into the system. It's updated through the phone companies, and then our citizens have the option of coming online through roanokecountyva.gov/Roco Alert and signing up to receive those same messages through their cellular telephone, their voice over IP phones, or even receive an email should they want to get those kind of things that they at work, to where they may not be able to have their phone at work out or not be able to receive a phone call at work, but they can see that there's something going on in their neighborhood.
Right. Now, I understand one of the great advantages to signing up your cell phone with Roco Alerts is the fact people can add additional addresses?
Yes, and that's one of the neat things. Like myself, I live in one part of the county, my mother's in a different area. I can also add in a contact for her address for me, to where if something's going on in her neighborhood, then I'll get a notification as well, so that if I need to go and help her either evacuate out of the area or anything like that.
Right, that's very great. So you can add several addresses. How many in total can you add?
Right now, I believe it allows you to 5. It may allow a few more depending on the volume of things that we have in there at the time.
Yeah. Really handy, like you said, getting alerts for children, schools, loved ones' locations throughout the county. How are Roco Alerts issued?
The Roco Alerts are activated either by our public safety partners, through police, fire, EMS, making a decision that either an evacuation needs to be made or there's an emergency that the citizens need to be notified to maybe just shelter in place and not go outside. So they make that decision, they contact us, and then we will issue that alert out to the communities.
Right. Now, understand also, Roco Alert doesn't have to be the entire county. It may be a neighborhood.
Yeah, we've used them in law enforcement situations before, where we need to notify 8 or 10 houses to stay indoors and stay away from their windows, and let them know that's going on in their neighborhood, and not tie up 8 or 10 additional police officers having to go knock on the doors and do that manually.
Right. So really, you can get down to the street level.
Yeah, we can get down to the street level. We can cut out the address that's an issue that we want them to try to stay away from, and we can notify everybody around that address.
Right. Well, it's a very handy system. I know that there's a lot to it. If you have questions about Roco Alert, please see our website. We have a huge FAQ section or frequently asked questions section. And again, that website address is www.roanokecountyva.gov/ROCO alert. Thanks for watching Roanoke County Today.